Okay, back with you on the Bronx Buzz. This is going to be fun. So let's enjoy and say good evening to my buddy Kendra Hardy, who is with Crossover TV, live with Kendra on BronxNet Television. Nice to have you on the show on the Bronx Buzz. We're thrilled to see you. And right,
Finally, it's been a long time.
been a long time, but we made it. And
We
right
made
next
it.
made it. Right next to you is the good doctor. It's Dr. Dre.
Yes.
Doc, Doc,
Yes.
Hello,
what's up?
hello, hello, hello.
Nice to have you with us. Kendra, let's just talk about the things that you do. I mean, Dr. Dre is going to talk about World Diabetes Day, which has passed. You've got something coming up. What is it that puts you in your mind that says, I got to do these things. I got to do these things because I know you never stop. You use BronxNet's platform to do your thing
Yes.
because you
Yes.
you can't stop.
Yes. I
What is
can't
it that
stop.
what is it that you think about that puts you out there and makes you want to do these things?
What I think is that we have a situation where so many people need what we have, like our hope, and we need to bring that to television. We need to bring the doctors. We need to bring solutions to people that tune into us every day. And I think that for autism, we bring the doctors, we bring the vendors, and we just bring so much. We bring gifts, we bring cheers into the homes of everyone. So we went out one particular 14th, this is our 14th annual toy drive, the Male Awareness Foundation, Mickey Benson, that would be Ice-T's manager, alongside Jamil Flores, the Aquarius Boys, and Uncle Chase Foundation, and so many others that tag along. But several in these several years that we've done this drive, it's just been amazing. We went out during COVID. We went to every borough, and we just kept loading up our cars and just going. We wore a mask. I took my son Isaiah, and we went into the homes of others, and we made their day. And you know what? We're life changers. We want to change lives every day. You know,
And you
and
know, one sec, just to finish that point. This to me and you know I've been doing what I do for a very long time. This to me speaks about the best of the Bronx because people in the Bronx, we don't wait for other people to do it for us because they never did and they never will. So we take care of ourselves. We use our own media. We use our own resources. We talk to our own people and we make it happen. Right? I mean, that's
yes,
why you and I
yes.
are kind of on the same page.
Yes, most definitely, Gary. I appreciate everything that you do over there, and we love you. So we
Okay,
love
I
you truly.
appreciate that.
I saw you on my way. Well, I gotta tell you guys this story. I saw
Oh,
Gary on. I'm telling them. I saw Gary on the way to my studio, and I had two young ladies with me, and they were really young because we bring like young interns so we can get them at that peak age to intern with me, so that we show them and teach them and let them know that there is hope and there is a lot to do in life. So we want to mentor them. And so Gary stopped whatever he was doing. He just finished his show, and he stopped and he did like a photo op with the girls. And I just
okay.
wanted to say thank you so much for who you are, Gary. I love you.
I really appreciate you saying it. I mean, you know, we all do what we feel passionate about, and when people have young people around in the Bronx, we got to educate them and bring them to the next level and show them the big O word, opportunity, because it is there and it is in the Bronx. Let's move the camera over to our buddy Dr. Dre. Dre, nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Just talk a little bit about the whole effort about diabetes and your own situation, which in some ways, I guess, would say is unfortunate, but you're trying to turn it into a positive, aren't you?
Absolutely, Gary. Thank you so much for having me here today. The beauty of working with Kendra and Chris Norwood, dealing with trying to cut out the amputations and step up and do better for ourselves with diabetes. So World Diabetes Day was on November 14th, but every day is World Diabetes Day because so many people are affected with diabetes, whether it be type 1 or type 2. And me, myself, being a blind amputee and a type 2 diabetic, I consider myself to be super bad. There's nothing that I cannot do because of this disease, because of my amputations. I'm unstoppable.
You can't stop. And let's be real honest. You know, in the Bronx, we don't mince words and we don't mess around. What did you not know when you were growing up and learning and your diet and everything else that you want to communicate to other people that they should know so that maybe they don't get into the situation you got in?
Well, first of all, diabetes exploded after World War II and the Korean War when our GIs came back home, and we decided that our mother's father's food wasn't good enough for us. So we decided to go out and, have it our way, or, go da 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 da. And we were loving it. And unfortunately, we didn't know the damage it was doing to our bodies because we weren't getting enough nutrition, we weren't getting enough exercise, and we weren't getting enough education. So what we're trying to do here is not only educate, not only bring forth new paths, and we're bringing back the paths that we really should have grown up with. We're bringing more greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds to our diet and our nutrition. And a good friend of mine, Dr. Furman, told me about that G bombing, which was as simple as what I just said. Get more greens, get more beans, whether they're black beans, pinto beans, in your diet. Get more onions, get more mushrooms. Now, I know some people are thinking of one mushroom, but we all know about mushrooms. And then there's berries, strawberries, blackberries, blueberries. I'm a berry, you're a berry. There's Chuck Berry, there's Rick Berry.
There you go.
You get the berries into it. And then there's seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp seeds, all kinds of seeds that help our bodies work best for us. So again, I consider myself a food addict. I always raise my hand and say, yep, you may want to walk into those arches. You may want to have it your way, but double down, get more salads, get more produce, get more fruits into your body. Simple as that. That's a start.
Makes a lot of sense. I wouldn't be fair if I didn't ask you, because it is the Bronx and it is who we are. And in some ways, music fuels everything in our borough. Just talk to me about music and what it means to you and what what being part of kind of this whole movement has meant as far as your sustenance, because for me, music sustains me every day. I told my wife I can't put on my socks unless I got music playing in the house. So just talk to me about your passion for music and what it has meant to all of us in the borough of the Bronx.
Well, as simple as being in the Bronx, where one of my aunts was there with her two daughters, and I was always fascinated with the music. When I went to go see great people like Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, of course, the Incredible Cool Herc, and the one and only Africa Bambaataa, and the Zulu Nation, aka Soul Sonic Force, with that planet rock vibe. Music's always been there for me. I've been on the cutting edge, dealing in rap music and dealing with hip hop culture since its inception. So when the great king of rap, Curtis Blow, was doing his things, DJ Hollywood in the place to be, and all others, the Funky Four plus one more, my girl Shot Rock, and can't forget the Cold Crush Brothers. Music has always provided the inspiration, the exercise, and the voice of the borough. But I'm gonna tell you, there's nothing like hip hop music. You like it because we use it. Most DJs won't refuse it, and all the boroughs decided to choose it. So me being a Long Island guy, coming from Newcastle, Westbury, in Nassau County, I was always in the music vein. And again, if you got that movement, if you move your body, if you know how to dance, you know about putting that beat on and shaking that booty. That's what it's about.
Well,
Bronx.
I'm gonna add one more thing. Not only is that what it's about, but if you do that and you eat healthy, you'll live longer, you'll be happier, you'll be able to dance more. I mean, it's more than for hip hop, more than just the music. It's a culture, it's a way of life, it's a way of thinking. I mean, we know all that. And anyway, Kendra, let me ask you something else about Dr. Dre. When you do like some of the events you do, or even getting the opportunity here to talk on television, talk to me about the impact that it has when you bring someone like, and there's nobody like Dr. Dre, when you bring Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah, when you bring the good doctor along with you, it has impact, right? It gives you a louder voice, doesn't it?
I don't know if it gives me a louder voice, but I think it reaches the people at home and it gives them like some kind of like a spark. He puts a spark. He just needs to start speaking, and I think that's amazing that he can do that. He can just do it. So I'm glad he does that, and how he does that, so that the community just gets lifted up. We have to lift them up with with people, with things. So when we do this, just like when we do this event for the Christmas event, we've brought
Right.
out, as he said, Soul Sonic Force, Planet Rock, Planet Rock. Mr. Biggs has been part of this for forever, since the beginning of the toy drive for autism and folks that are differently able. So we've had all these people he's talking about have actually been a part of. So we always have hip hop culture involved in everything that we do. So that's really a blessing. So we got to keep doing that. And I want to remind folks that are tuning in to you, Gary, that come on down to
I was just going to ask you, give me the specifics so we know exactly where and
Yes.
when, and then of course ongoing so they can participate.
Yes, so they can come out and get free gifts, toys, clothing. We're going to feed you. We're going to entertain you. Bring your children out that have autism, that are differently able, not just autistic, but if they're differently able. We're going to make sure you have toys, food. You're going to come on stage. You're going to dance with me. I host this thing every year, and we have a blast. And we always bring celebrities. So come on out to 339 Morris Avenue, and it's PS 168X. in the Bronx. Come out. We have invited the mayor out to this event. We have invited the Bronx Borough President. She attended last year. We have invited we've invited Jamal Bailey's office to come out. They're going to be donating some toys. We want to thank all the people that donate every year, but we have amazing things planned. We had a dome last year. We've had Roxanne Shante.
The one thing that you didn't mention, it's Sunday the 15th from 2 to 4 p.m.
2 to 4 p.m. Yes.
Just be there, 339 Morris Avenue, right in the heart of our borough of the Bronx. Dre, I really want to thank you for embodying the best of us, really.
No, thank you.
Regardless of what you've been through, you just be doing it.
Thank you.
That's it. And Kendra,
I haven't stopped, so don't look at us like, oh, because some people try to talk about me, say, oh, Dre's and he's struggling a little bit. I ain't struggling. I get up and I move. I do what's necessary. So when you come out on Sunday, we're gonna get it on like it's never been gotten before. So don't worry about this rock, Planet Rock. We're gonna play that beat. We're gonna play that beat, and we're gonna look for the perfect beat. So don't be afraid. And remember, South Bronx, South Bronx. We're gonna do this. This is what we do.
I have nothing else to say. Thanks, guys.
We love you. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you, Gary.
We got to run. If the curtain don't fall, the creek don't rise. We'll be back next week.
Yes, we love you, Gary.